we're going to go ahead. So how is everybody today on Monday? Everyone good? Everyone have a good weekend? Yes, it's optional, but it's a good thing to be here because we're going to talk about the assignment that you guys have coming up. So I did want to talk a little bit about the planner that I put out on Classroom. I hope that you guys saw that. So really quick, I'll take just if you guys wouldn't, I'll just show you. You don't have to go and take a look at it. I'll just show you. So on Classroom, I posted this. Let me share my screen. On Classroom, I posted a schedule of how of the plan for the next few weeks. And so you can see on here today is that your mod 1.0.2 is due. And then we're going to start working on mod 1.0.3. So that's the one that we're going to start working on today. Now that 1.0.3, it is a long mod. Okay. It should take you quite a bit of time to go through it. And then it's due on Friday. The actual assignment is due on Friday. The assignment that's attached to it. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing from everyone in this class so far is that you guys are skipping through to the end and not completing the assignments all the way. Some of you are doing well on the small little quizzes that they're giving at the end. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you do not read and go through the modulars, each mod, then it's going to cause you some pain later on. Okay. It is extremely important that you go through these and you take the time to go through the mods. Okay. And everything builds upon the other. Okay. I cannot stress that to you enough. People try to skip over things when you're talking about computer science and things like that, and you just can't. It's just not something you can do. You can't just skip over things and hope that everything works out. But there's a reason why I gave you extra time for this one, because it's something that there are exercises within this mod that you need to do, and that will help you with your assignment at the end. So do the practice work, do the things that they're asking you to do. Take the time to do it. Okay. Make a schedule for yourself so that you have the time to do it. All right. At the beginning of every, sorry, I need to hide this over here. At the beginning of all of your, because I'm looking at this as a student right now, it tells you how long it should take, estimated time it should take for you to complete each of these mods. And the fact that I have people that are already turning their programs, their stuff in, they've already spent 90 minutes today. Literally after I assigned it this morning, I had someone turn it in 10 minutes later. There's no way that's even possible. Okay. So this is a 100-point assignment, 100 points. So you gotta think about it that way. And so you need to take your time. All right. So make sure that you're following the directions and make sure you're taking your time doing the projects and doing the practice work inside the module and things like that. It's there for a reason. It's there so that you can get better. All right. It's not there for busy work. It's there to help you. And when it comes to computer science and things like that, it's extremely important for you to be able to follow those things and be able to do that. Okay. All right. So just manage your time and make sure that happens. All right. So let's see. Let's go to our printing strings. All right. So again, this is the lesson that you should be working on, lesson 3. All right. And hang on a second. They're getting my recycle bin. Hold on just one second, guys. Okay. They were grabbing my recycle bin. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let's see. Where is on the last page, it always tells us where our assessment is. Okay. Now, to really understand the assignment, it's important that you go through the module. Okay. And the assignment is right there. When you click on it, there's the assignment. It tells you right there. The assignment has 2 parts. And it tells you step by step what to do and where you need to go. Use Python idle. Python idle is introduced to you in this module. You'll know what Python idle is when you use this module, but you have to be able to use it. Okay. And then it's going to tell you using comments, type a heading that includes your name, today's date, and a short description. Comments are something that are used in programming. Okay. And you'll know what comments are after you complete the module. That's the plan. That's the goal. Okay. Decide on the message you would like to display on the screen. So some ideas include your favorite song, your favorite poem, etc. So they give you an example down here about what you could print on the screen. Print in programming does not mean print like you're used to, like printing on a laptop, like printing on a printer. Print in programming means what you want to display on the screen. Okay, so print is, think about print in programming as display. Okay, that's the output. So print equals output, or print equals display, or so, however you want to imagine it in your head, but print is what's going to come out on the screen. Okay. So, and then it's going to tell you to use at least 5 print statements, and then follow the Python style of the conventions, run your program to make sure it works properly, things like that. All of these steps, all of these things you will be learning in this module. Okay. That's why they're asking you to do this, because they are assessing you. They are testing you on what you learned in this module, on what you learned in this, all of these lessons here, all of these pages. Okay. So when I have everyone skipping to page 8 and they're turning in like 1 line, then that tells me they didn't do the assignment right. They didn't do it. Okay. And then the other part, the part 2 of it is the postmortem review, which is when you, after you are done with your assignment, okay, you are to go back and write sentences, okay, about why, what the purpose of your program was. How could the program be useful in the real world? What is a problem that you ran into and how did you fix it? And describe one thing that you would do differently the next time you write your program. So whenever you are creating program, you're always asking yourself questions like this. You're always asking yourself, okay, this worked this time, but what can I do to make it better? Or when you're creating things that you're fixing, everything, there's always something that has to be fixed, or there's always something that goes wrong, and you have to fix it. So again, what did you have to fix? And then we always want to think about real world issues. How can the program that you're using be used in the world around you? And then of course, what was the purpose of the program? Why did you create it? What did you do with what you created? Okay. So, that's the assignment, but you have to do the module if you want to know how to do the assignment. If you want to do the assignment correctly, you have to follow the module. And then here's the rubric. As always, you have to use the rubric. This rubric, you have to follow the rubric. That's what I'm grading you from. Okay. So make sure that you have all this information here. I have people that are turning in stuff and it doesn't have any of this, none of this. Okay. And I'm going to end up having to give them a 0. Okay. So you guys have got to make sure that you're following all the instructions. Okay. Make sure that you're doing the assignment, following the modules. I don't want to be the bad guy and be that mean teacher that comes back and says, I can't grade this because all you did was basically try to cheat. You skipped ahead trying to think that you could cheat it. And then I can tell because you didn't follow the instructions. Okay. So, but that's it in a nutshell. What kind of questions do you all have for me about this? Anything? I know some of you have looked at it. Some of you have tried it. What kind of questions do you have for me? You can type it in the chat if you don't want to talk. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that they got kicked off. Yeah, the Zoom is only optional if you are on track and not failing. So if you do not once you're late on an assignment, you're not on track anymore. So there's quite a few people that should be here today and they're not. So yeah, it means I got emails to send out. Anybody? Questions? Questions? Nothing? We're good? Okay, let me show you some of the really quick. So like these are good modules. Like these are good practices when you're doing the activities. Like these are the good activities that you can use inside the modules. Okay. These help you play as much as you possibly can inside these. Okay. That helps you learn. All right. That helps you learn how to use the system and how to use the programs. Okay. Follow the instructions on each side to complete activities. So once you read this information, then you click OK, and you're going to follow the information. You're going to follow the steps. Okay. And then you're going to move on to the next one. Okay. This head talks about different like parentheses and what all that means within the parentheses and stuff like that. There's another one. Yeah. So this one has a video. Please don't skip any of this stuff. Okay. Talks about Python idle. This is the steps on how to do Python idle and all the things that you would need to know in order to run your program. You need to do this. It walks you through it step by step. I don't think some of you scroll down. Okay. Just scroll down. It's okay. I promise it won't bite. Right, Bree? Okay. So, just use your resources, guys. And I am here to help you. I am here to help you. I just want you to be able to know where all your stuff is. Be able to use what tools you have available to you. Because like I said, I can't answer emails just like that. Sometimes I've got kids in my classroom and things like that, and I can't answer as quickly as I would like. So I just want you to have all the tools available to you. I just think a lot of you are not looking at all the things that you have out there. So, and if Madison watches this later, sorry, Madison, I was using your account again. But anywho, so as long as you guys don't have any questions or anything like that right now, I will go. Let me write your names down before I forget. Let's see, Bree and Kara and Jess was on here earlier. And Maria. Okay, so y'all were here. I will make sure I keep a note of that. And then other than that, if you guys are good, I'm gonna let you go. I know you guys have other classes, some of you, so I'm gonna let you go so you can get to those. I will be available until 3:30. I will check my emails and everything like that if you need me. But go ahead and work on this if you've got time. Let me know if you're having trouble. If I need to jump on another Zoom session to work with you, I can. Other than that, I will stop the video and I'll just kind of hang out for a minute and see if anyone needs anything. All right. All right. You guys take care. I will see you all later. Bye.